And one day, it was about 1 o'clock. I was on my way to the liquor store, and I said, I have two choices here. I can either walk straight and go right to the liquor store, or I can go left to Planet Fitness and get a gym membership. I made the decision to go get the gym membership.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Empower Yourself podcast. Today I got Rickey Sims here with me, and he's going to share with us his amazing story, a story of ups and downs, battling addiction, getting locked up, but with one decision that he made one day, he was able to change his life around. If you want to watch more videos like this, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, Andrew, my guy.
Thank you so much for coming, bro.
Absolutely.
We've been trying to get you here for a while already, but
Yeah. I finally made it.
you've been busy.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy to have you here because I know you for about 5 years, and I know that the first moment I met you, like in a short period of time, I saw like the evolution that you had, like the change that you made in a short period of time. Because I don't know if you remember when I met you at the gym. You was an overnight cleaner, right?
Yeah.
It was there after overnight. In a short period of time, like probably months, you moved to front desk, my backup trainer, start doing classes, and now you're a certified personal trainer doing your classes
There.
and then you're a hustler, you're always trying to like be better and do better things, better your life, and that's amazing. And that's I like to talk to people like that, and it inspires me. But I also know like part of your story, and I know you have a great inspirational story. But today we're gonna get a little deeper, talk about like some personal stuff, because I know you've been through a lot. So, like, how was your like you growing up, teenage or childhood, like where you come from?
Okay. So yeah, growing up, my childhood, we didn't have much. Okay. Grew up in Brockton, Massachusetts, born and raised up until the age of 12. I did have, a good childhood, even though we didn't have much. My mom did what she could, 3 kids on our own. She provided and did well. Um, Once we left Brockton, we came to Fall River. Um, my early teen years there wasn't going so well. I didn't adjust well at all. I'm leaving what I know, all my friends, and I'm going to a brand new world. So, I was confused, and right out the gate, I started getting in trouble. So, my mom made the decision to let me move back to Brockton with my grandmother. Now, this was a key factor in my life because I started going to church.
What after you moved back with your grandma?
Yeah. So while I was living with my grandmother, I was doing Teen Challenge, going to church, getting straight A's. I graduated South Junior High, honor roll, straight A's. And then, after I graduated school, my grandmother needed the space, so I moved back to Fall River with my sister. The later teen years, the 17, well, we'll go before that because at the age of 14 to 15, I lived with my sister. It was just me and my sister. I did what I had to do to provide for her, and she took care of me as well. With that being said, rough part of the Fall River City, uh, the troubles there. Once again, headed down the wrong path.
Started getting involved with maybe the wrong people.
Not so much the wrong people because they grew to be family to me, but the environment itself was very challenging.
Didn't help, right?
Didn't help at all.
You're with that environment, and it's easier to to fall into it and follow whatever it's around of us.
Yeah, definitely, and that's exactly what happened.
What did you get? What did you get into? I mean,
Uh,
if we want to talk about it.
it comes with it. You got to make money. I only did that for a short period of time. I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
But I was also introduced to, smoking weed and drinking at a very early age. Yeah, 14 to 15. Um, we didn't see much of my mother, but when she did come around, um, it was very fulfilling. But once again, when she left, you do what you got to do to numb the emotions
Right.
or the pain.
So your mom, she was living in Fall River, or she was in Brockton?
No, she was in Fall River at the same time, but my mother completely changed her life over, gave her life to God. Thank God, because she wasn't doing too well in Fall River either. But when she was on her runs or whatever, it was left up to us, and we drank, we partied, we did what we had to do, to numb the pain and to get by, try to have some fun. Um, that was from the age of 14 to 15. That happened really quick. Like, I got introduced to a lot of different things. Um, but coming off of that, I also got introduced to my kid's mother. Um, I met her, blessing in disguise. She moved me out of Florida. I went to Somerset. I started living with her. Again, life starts to build up. Everything's great. I have my son at the age of 16. 6 days later, I turned 17. I'm going to night school. I'm working two jobs, and I'm doing whatever I can to spend time with him as well. Very good era of my life, but all good things come to an end. So, with that being said, I end up back in Fall River. Now, this time was much worse because I'm older now. I got friends that are older, and we're drinking and drinking and drinking every day. Every day. I had my car. Um, this is really tough for me to talk about because,
Yeah, I mean, that's why I didn't know if you wanted to touch those, because some stuff is personal, and then we're here having a conversation, and feel free to talk whatever you want to talk, and whatever you don't want to talk, just feel free, bro.
I mean, it does get better, down the line, but
It's just that, sorry to interrupt, but your story, it can't help other people. That's why I talk to people that always had a rough time, but they change. You know what I mean? But of course, I understand that it's hard to talk about those down moments. Of course, we sometimes we think about it, and it's hard. It triggers. Sometimes it triggers something.
yeah,
So feel free, bro. Whatever
yeah,
you want to say.
yeah. I mean, I'm comfortable sharing this in hopes that it does help somebody
Mm-hmm.
in the long run, especially someone that may be going through the same thing or could have possibly went through the same
Yes.
thing. So yeah, that uh that drinking era, I made the mistake of, you know, driving to Newport, Rhode Island with a bunch of my friends, and we were partying on the beach. My car, I was always the driver. Um,
Had a license?
I did. I had a
Yes.
license that was legit. My car was legit. Everything was legal. But at the time, driving to Newport and from Newport was risky for a car full of diverse people during that era. Um, with that being said, on the way back from the beach, now, by all means necessary, I was in the wrong, because I was drinking and
Mm-hmm.
driving. I got pulled over, needless to say, because I was in the wrong area. I want to say at the time I was racially profiled. I had a nice car, I had a car full of diverse people. It was very late at night, if not early in the morning. They
Uh
profiled me.
huh. Yeah.
So I get pulled over and I caught a DUI. Now, this was like a slap on the wrist for me. In and out. Did not learn my lesson at all. I was in and out. I got a couple of fines. I was driving the next day. you know? So I didn't learn my lesson. I thought, oh, okay, no big deal. DUI, laugh it off.
So from the DUI, you didn't get arrested or nothing. You just got a ticket, or
No, I did overnight, like a day in
uh
jail.
huh.
Yeah, I was like literally in and out. I'm pretty sure I even got bailed out, you know. Went to court, and like I said, it was a slap on the wrist. I did like some community service. I was driving back and forth to community service. Didn't take my license away. Didn't learn my lesson at all. You know, but I did kind of get back on the right path. I started working, and with this new job, um, is where a super blessing came into my life, and that is the phenomenal woman that I'm with today. I met her at this new job. I got the job through my brother. Started working there. I met her. You know, DUI is gone now. It's been a year or two later now. I'm making good money. Um, Living with my mom at the time, so I'm saving my money, and I ended up getting a new car. Everything's going well. Yada yada yada. Another bump in the road because I'm drinking. So
So the drinking, it's like, from what you say, and from what I understand, you started young, and it's like it's something that has been like, how can we say, always calling your name. You're trying to get better, but you always fall back on that low point.
it's an escape. It's an escape
Mm-hmm.
code. It's also um, it's just a way for you to run away from your problems. It definitely doesn't solve anything at all.
That's, say it again.
Yeah. So you think you're taking care of your problems while you're drinking, it makes it go away temporarily.
Right.
But in the long run, just causes more problems. It does not take away from your problem. It's not the answer by all means.
Yeah, because we and I talk about that a lot, and I told you that before. I believe a lot of youths were young, and that's especially why I do this, to talk to youths, because we see a lot of youths that maybe are living the same situation as you did, or are gonna start to. So, like, you just said that drinking was like a getaway,
Yeah.
and we see a lot of people or drinking or doing drugs, or trying to find a way to ease the pain. But like you said, it does for a while. Like, you get drunk, and I had that experience before. You get drunk, you feel good for a while, but then, like you said, in the long run, it's just gonna cause more problems,
Right.
health problems, mental problems, uh,
Legal
legal
problems.
problems, maybe
Yeah.
relationship problems.
Yeah.
So,
All
but
the above. Yep. And I went down that path. I faced the legal issues. And I'll say that to say this. Again, another blessing in disguise. So years later, I end up, doing time. I did. I got locked up for drinking. Um,
but what, you was it driving or drinking
yeah,
and driving, and then yeah.
yeah, drinking and driving. Um, Completely, a complete eye opener. I did enough time to realize this isn't the life for me. It's not the life for anyone. No one deserves to really, you know, go through that hardship over problems they don't even realize that they have. I didn't even know. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize, oh, I'm addicted to this. I'm an alcoholic.
Because that's something. It's interesting that you say that, because people, especially people that addicted to alcohol or any type of drug, they don't recognize they are addicted to it. Oh, I just like to drink, or I just like to do this drug. But if you say, no, you need help, bro. No, no, I'm good. But you didn't even recognize that you was depending on it.
I mean, it was brought to my attention. I do have family and friends that care, but that stubbornness, that arrogance,
Mm-hmm.
like, you mean I'm just drinking
Right.
on the weekends? Oh, I have one every other day. Oh, it's only a pint. Oh, it's only a half a pint. Oh, it's only this percentage. It's still drinking, and it landed me in a rough place. But while I was in there is where the change really began. There
What,
were
when you was in
When I was
jail?
in jail,
Jail.
it's a major, major change in my life. So, of course, they have meetings that you go to, and you meet people in there that could share a similar story as you. So you realize, oh, I'm not alone.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good people in there. Um, and with that being said, this is actually where my fitness journey began. A lot of people don't know that.
And that's what I was gonna ask you. after, because now you're a personal trainer. So I was gonna ask, like, how did you fall in love into with fitness? After all that, those problems. Like, when did you like first start working out and say, like, no, I really want to do this?
It was during that time where I was locked up, definitely. I just started working out, you know, and people saw how much I was working out and the routines that I were doing, and they started joining me and asking me tips and things, that how can I help them, better physically, uh, take care of themselves, so to say. So I got a following in there. People literally start to come see me, asking me advice.
Wow,
So I started reading up on it.
you was the personal trainer inside.
I was, yeah. I trained the whole block while I was in there.
That's
Um,
dope.
yeah, yeah. And then, when I got out, I they say you go back to your old demons. A week into me being out, it's very, very hard to adjust back to society.
How long you was locked up for?
I did 15 months. So when I got out, it was a brand new world. A lot of people said that's not a long time. Trust me, you locked up. That's a very long
And
time.
there,
A
yeah.
week in there is a very long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So I got out. I was confused, and I did what I went back to my old ways. In order to adjust, I thought drinking would be the way. So I went back to drinking. And then one day, it was about 1 o'clock. I was on my way to the liquor store, and I said, I have two choices here. I can either walk straight and go right to the liquor store, or I can go left to Planet Fitness and get a gym membership. I made the decision to go get the gym membership. Started working out there. The front desk staff saw me there like every day, 3, 4 hours. You know, I
Three,
was
four
like,
hours a day, like a
yeah,
professional bodybuilder.
I was just in there, man. I mean, I was like determined to change my life around at
Yeah,
that point.
that's good because you was using that like an escape instead of drinking. So
Yep,
that's good.
I was buying protein instead of pints.
Yeah,
Um, and again, that caught their eye, and I got approached about a job. I actually needed a job at the time. I said, absolutely. They're like, we have an overnight maintenance job available. Would you like to do that? Absolutely. So I started overnight maintenance. I did that for about 2 months, and then got bumped up to front desk, and then
that's
when
when
I
I
met
met you.
you.
Yeah, that's
That's
when
when
I
I met
met you.
you.
So
Yep.
see, I know your story from there. I didn't know all that that you just said, and it's deep. And bro, it's hard. It's hard, and I'm proud of you because I was proud of you before, from the moment I met you until now. But knowing all that, and knowing that you overcame all those struggles,
Yeah, yeah, I got you, brother.
and all that, like, because your story is like, uh, good, bad, like high point, low point, high point, low point, and I hope you're doing good now, and then I hope you do good for the rest of your life because from what you say, you suffer a lot, so you deserve to be happy, and to have a great life, and a great future.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Of
Thanks.
course.
Um,
And from so you started, like you said, you started working front desk, and then continue your
yeah.
the story.
So I met my guy. Super inspirational, man. I would, by all means, not ready to be an actual personal trainer. But then again, I met you, and I'm like, this guy's doing it. I'm like, he's killing it right now. This is awesome. And we started, talking, and you're the one that actually pushed me to get my certification.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, because you was a front desk, but then we used to work out together, and you used to kind of help me with the consoles. I seen that you had more experience than me because you got into fitness before me, probably because you was young. So it's like you just didn't have the certification, but you had the knowledge and you love working out, and you still do. And I gotta get back to it.
Hey man,
I need a push because
come
bro,
see me, man. We
I've
can do
been
that.
lazy, man.
You can come to my house and work out anytime.
Oh yeah, you got a gym in your
I do.
basement.
Years later now, so through that experience with Planet Fitness, that was just such a great era of my life. Build a whole team, build a whole following. Like I said, I met you. We got good friends from that place. Unfortunately, times change, and you have to, you know, continue to climb.
Yeah, and then find what's best for you.
That's where better opportunities pop up. And now I find myself working at Crunch Fitness, where
Since
it's
Swansea.
yep, Crunch
Swansea.
Fitness in Swansea, Mass, guys. Phenomenal gym, phenomenal staff, phenomenal trainers. The classes are bigger, more intense. There's more equipment. Don't get me wrong. I love my time at Planet Fitness. I really did. But again, if you want to advance in life, you can't stand in one place. You can't stand still.
Yeah, you gotta grow. You gotta leave things behind. Meet new people. And I've been at a Crunch, the one that you work at, and it looks good. Like the area that you do your classes is big, and you have the right equipment, so it's good.
Yeah. Uh, and then again, there's also 15 to 20 certified personal trainers there
Oh,
that can help you out at any
that's a
time.
lot of training.
Yeah, yeah. They're very knowledgeable. I learn from them. I try to take that knowledge and spread it as much as I possibly can. And not only do I train at Crunch Fitness, my outdoor classes will be coming up, and then I do have a home gym where I train people out in my home gym as well.
So you do classes on the like outdoor too, like during the summertime.
Yeah,
Is it in Fall River or
different
different
locations. Yeah,
locations?
yeah. You'd have to follow my page in order to keep up with the
Come to the
location.
bathroom. I'll go to Fall River.
Yeah. I mean, I like that park that we did it at.
Oh, Buttonwood Park,
Was it Buttonwood?
but
No, 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 the other one.
Brooklyn Park, right? Yeah, they had like the skate ramps.
Yeah, the one with
Brooklyn
the skate
Park's
ramp.
right here
Yeah,
down the street. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's where I should start my first one when the season opens up.
Actually, since you're here, I think I have the rope. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give it to you. Bench, you can take it. No,
You
because
got.
yeah, because you can. I don't use it anymore, so I'm not a
Okay.
personal trainer anymore. So yeah,
Hey, I
man.
got to get you back into this game,
No, I
man.
do. I do have to work out, man. I've been. I keep telling my wife, like, I have to go back. The thing is, like, I like to work out in the morning before work, because I'm at Planet Fitness now. Cause I opened the membership over there
Okay.
in Fairhaven. I'm trying to get in there like before work, so I gotta be there like five before 6 o'clock in the morning, so I can get it done before work. Because after work, for some reason, I have no motivation, bro.
Well, I mean, it's a fact that working out before you go to work or early in the
It's
morning
like
gives you more energy,
energy,
a boost
yeah,
throughout the day.
wakes you up.
Yeah,
It's like
that's a
after
fact.
work, like I'm like, and I've done it before. I used to do constructions and go to the gym, but I had that motivation inside of me. Now, for some reason, bro, I want to do it. I'm like, I look in the mirror, I'm like, bro, I used to have I did a competition. I had a six pack, but
Yeah,
I need that motivation to get back to it. And now, like life changes. You get married and you have to find the time. You have priorities.
yeah.
So it doesn't mean that gym is not a priority because it's important, not
Yes,
just to look good, but
health
for your
wise.
health. But life, priorities change. So it's like I gotta try to fit it in a day. So to me, it's better before works, get it done. So I told my wife next week I gotta wake up early, go to the gym, take a shower there, go to work.
Do it.
No,
Get
I
it
have
done,
to.
brother.
I have to.
I mean, I have tips for people that used to work out and then stopped working out and
Give
then
me
need to
some,
find
man.
that.
Give me some
So,
tips.
I mean, a real small one, and this may sound very little, but I find that it does help. You know, buy yourself a new gym outfit. Buy yourself a new tank top.
Something to give you
Something to say,
motivation.
I want to wear that tank top, so I'm gonna go to the gym. I got these sneakers
Yeah.
for the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym. I want to wear them. You know,
I never thought like that, but yeah.
that's one thing that I find that helps. Another thing, you're already doing it. You know, go back and look at your old photos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look at your old photos, your old videos, your old um, stories on Facebook, and then say, hey, look, I was doing this. I love the way I felt when I was doing this. I'm gonna go back to doing this.
And I got like that in like 3 4 months, man. I remember.
Yeah,
I started working out,
yeah.
but I was very strict too. You know that.
Uh,
I was
Discipline, man.
very disciplined. You
Yeah,
know, and
yeah.
I was single. Because now the wife cooks, so it's like you can't say like, "Hey, I don't want this. I want to eat rice and chicken," you know. But you can still do it, you know.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
I got yeah, Hello Fresh or healthy food. It's just gotta get back to the gym, man.
That's all. That's it. That's
Just
all you're
gotta get back
missing,
to it.
man. Just that first step in the door. You know, once you go there once, you know you're gonna go.
Yeah, like that's my problem. Once I get in there, it's good.
Yep.
But it's getting into the gym from home to the gym.
Yeah.
But once I walk in there, like I want to work out. I want to. Well, sometimes Planet Fitness and for him it gets packed, and I hate it.
Yeah.
We
It's a
have no machines, nothing, man. Small
small
gym.
gym. Yeah.
I went there because the wife, you know, liked Planet Fitness. So, I'm
Yep.
gonna get back to it.
Yeah, man. Hey, one day at a time. Same thing with addiction and recovery.
Uh
One day
huh.
at a time. We all know that, brother. It's the same thing with trying to find that motivation to go to the gym. Don't beat yourself up if you don't make it next week. Just tell yourself, I know I'm gonna do it. When the time is right, it'll happen. You know?
Yes. And well, I want to ask you, like, what do you think it was your lowest point and your highest point in your life?
Okay, there's no in between either. My life has been a roller coaster
I
ride,
know.
man. I've had a few high points. I've had several low points. My lowest point definitely being, it wasn't when I was locked up. It was when I got out. I was so lost and confused. I didn't know what to do. I was depressed. I went back to drinking. I didn't have a job. I was sleeping on my mom's couch, and I didn't even have the willpower to change any of that. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. I was lost. You know. Um, my highest point is right now. Um, I got a beautiful girlfriend. I have, you know, a beautiful home with two bathrooms. If you would have told me I was gonna have a home with two bathrooms and a
Yeah, it's
home
like
gym,
yeah.
I would have never, I would have called you crazy.
You wouldn't believe it,
I mean,
but
I'm
you
working two jobs and I'm doing what I do. I love doing what I do.
yes, that's good. And like you said that when you left, you know, got out of jail, it was hard for you to adjust. And I don't know if every jail has that or if they even have like programs that help people adjust and get back into the society, maybe like get them a job. I don't know if that exists, but if it doesn't, it should.
Okay, so it does, but it's up to you to utilize that. They do have specific programs that can help you out to a certain point, but when you're not willing to help yourself,
Yes.
it doesn't matter what them people say to you. I mean, you actually have to find it in yourself. It, uh,
Yeah, no, yeah, you have to find it in yourself because that's what I was gonna say. Transformation is happens inside of you because you can go to jail. Okay, you did something bad. In your case, was drinking, driving. You got locked up. You are serving your time, and because of because of the law, but that's not gonna like it's like I don't know like a timeout. You know, it's like okay, you in there because you did something bad. But if you don't change the inside, you can get out, but you're gonna go back to your old ways because that jail time you could have stayed there like 10 years. But if you don't change your mindset, then you're gonna go out and keep doing the same thing. So it's that willpower and that mindset. Like, okay, I have to change. Not only because if I mess up again, I'm gonna go back to jail, but because I want to be a better person. And and drinking, affects your health and affects a lot of stuff, and you know that.
oh yeah,
But it's like a person. having that mindset, like I really have to change my ways. And when you said you was gonna go to the liquor store and you went to the gym to get a membership, that was you like, okay, I have to change my ways. Like options, we all have options, and we gotta pick the right thing.
Yep.
So, what is your any future plans that you have? Any, I don't know, ideas, things that you want to do?
So I'm working on, opening up my own gym.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yes. I'm not gonna give the name out just yet because I
No,
gotta get it copyrighted. But I have a lot of help from my cousin James Hagler, James Hagler Promotions. Um, he is going to be one of my major sponsors. Guys, check him out.
is this
Uh,
your boxing, right? They box.
yeah, so James Hagler Jr. boxes, which is
Uh-huh.
James Hagler's
The one
cousin.
that was at the fight when we
Yes.
went to see that fight, yeah.
So the he boxes, and of course, there's my uncle Marvin. Um, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Uh, his foundation. I just spoke with. Um, I had a one-on-one interview with some of his people over at Massasoit, hoping to connect with them to push promotions and to help me out with this as well. So my family is there; they got my back. They're very supportive, and I'm fairly certain that this will be a positive and hopefully successful thing.
Yes, definitely. No, no, I'm sure it will because that's something that you love. You know, it's your passion, and when you do something that you're passionate about, it can't go wrong.
Yeah,
It can't go wrong. It's gonna be hard, but it can't go wrong.
yeah.
And I was gonna ask you like any advice for people that are facing or battling like addiction. I mean, your story, tells everything, but I don't know if you have like any actual advice for someone that is battling or um, a young kid like you that is trying to escape and think about doing either, anything, drugs or.
All right. So for the youth, my advice would be find what you love to do. If you love to draw, draw. If you like to play basketball with the school. If you're into fitness, work out. Those are all outlets to help you avoid, future bad decisions. Um, get a mentor.
Hmm.
Speak with your school counselor. Um, and again, just practice or find what you. A lot of kids don't even know what they like. You know.
I,
So
I feel like it's like what you said. Everybody has a gift: basketball, draw, play sports, but they don't even know because they wasting their talent
yeah.
and something else.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump all the way back to my childhood real
Yeah.
quick to touch base on one thing that I find is very important. I was never taught that in school you could be successful by making music. I didn't know that. I was completely lost. So no matter what your talent is or your passion is, speak with the teacher on it. Get some more info. Look it up. Now online you can look
Yeah.
up anything. But don't believe that you can't be successful in it because it's unheard of. You can be a successful artist. It
Yes.
happens. You can make a living off. You can be very successful
Yeah.
through that
Definitely.
outlet. And then goes for the NBA as well. You like playing basketball? NBA is a possibility. WNBA is a possibility. Hockey, it's out there. Don't let anything hold you back because you don't have the knowledge to gain to help you grow. Just reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
And for the older crowd, I mean, if you're battling addiction, um, my advice to you is going to sound so like I'm pretty sure you've heard it before, but it literally is one day at a time. Just take it slow, take it easy. You know, you haven't drank in 2 weeks, and then you have a drink. That doesn't mean go back down that path completely all over again. I mean, okay, I messed up. I had a drink. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
give it another
reset.
2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Reset. Small portions of everything. You know, don't think just because it's in front of you, you have to have it. You don't have to have it. It's your choice. Even though you crave it and it's easy access to get, some people even like the battle of finding it. Just use that energy and channel it somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
You know?
Yes.
Go to church. You know, definitely if you're religious, even if you're not a religious man or a woman, you know, go to speak to a pastor. Um, just go to prayer one day. Sit in the back, listen to
Mm-hmm.
the choir.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, because the battle is inside, you know. We people that fight addiction in this case, it's an inside battle, you know. Sometimes and I see that people go and it's good to talk to someone. It's good to go to is it AA meetings?
yeah,
Meetings or talk to someone or a counselor or whatever, which it helps when you talk to someone, you get it out. It helps. But you got to get it from you got to fix what's inside. And you know,
precisely.
we have to remove that and replace it with something else, with God, you know. I know some people are not religious, you know, but going to church is a is a good choice.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say so. Again, I mean, you never know how that much that could change your life. I need to go back to church myself.
I keep telling you.
Yeah, I definitely need to get back into church. And again, you know, with that being said, it doesn't have to be a lot of people that could be pressure to a lot of people. You
Hmm.
know, um, oh, I went to church once. Now I got to go every Sunday. I got to go every Friday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Yeah,
And no, man, just go once a month. You know, don't set an unexpected goal for yourself. Don't allow that to change you.
yeah, and a lot of people feel like that oh, I if I go to church once or if I give my life to God, I have to be in church every day and the pastor's gonna be on top. No, it's not how it is, man. It's between you and God. Yes, it's important
Sir,
to go to church because that's where you're gonna seek God. It's the temple of God, but it's between you and God. It's not between you and men. It's not between you and the pastor or you and the helpers. It's between you and God. So it's not like some people think that, and I say that a lot. Oh, when you give your life to God, you know, you're gonna have to be perfect. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's not that, but you have the power of choice. I was talking to a friend yesterday because you have people saying like, okay, like now you go to church or you give your life to God, you don't party anymore. Why? It's not because I never seen in the Bible that you can't go to a club, but if I go to a club, I can go to a club, but I know that if I'm gonna stay there and I'm gonna be like, what am I doing here? It's not the right environment. You know what I mean? It's you just God changes you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. The Bible don't say like don't go here because God gives you freedom, man. Freedom to do everything you want, but then you have the consequences. And like I said, there's things that you don't feel good doing it anymore. It's not because like God says don't do this, don't do that. You just don't feel good doing it anymore.
let me tell you a story that reflects on that.
Yeah.
So this is actually not too long ago. Last summer, I came out here, actually New Bedford, and I went to a club. DeAndre, I was in that club for maybe a half hour before I told the people I was with that I'm leaving. I don't want to be here.
So you don't belong there.
I felt so it felt like yeah, I didn't belong.
Hmm.
And I was just, low key disgusted by the environment. I'm like, I like music. I like loud music.
Oh yeah, me too.
I like dancing, but not like this.
Yes.
So I just left, you know, and that was a major, major accomplishment for myself to actually find the power to be like,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna force staying here. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna take myself out of this environment. I'm all set.
And it takes a lot to do that.
Thus, it, yeah. I mean, and this goes all the way back to, people do change. You can change.
Definitely.
even if you don't see it yourself, and even if it's in small portions, like that to me was a big step. If again, 6, 7 years ago, if I didn't want to be there, I'm gonna stay there for my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to, try to have fun. Now I don't even bother. You know,
You don't care about what they think or say. Just do what's best for yourself.
just find other ways. There's other things out there. I go bowling a lot now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a major thing. Um, I invite friends over sometimes. I just don't go into that environment. It's nothing. It's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, that especially dangerous. Yeah,
Yeah.
dangerous, dangerous. Like
Yeah.
you never know what people bring with them, and yeah, a lot of things happen. Or
Too
wherever New
risky.
Bev or Brockton, a
Yeah.
lot of bad things happen, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and to youth, like to young kids.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a
Yeah.
problem. And like we see a lot on the news that youth are dying before their time because of their choices.
Yep. A lot of kids. So with my gym, when I open it up, I do want to aim towards the youth. There's a bunch of guidelines and things that I have to go through, but I feel as if, you know, 12, 13, 14, 15, you should be able to have that decision to go work out. Lightweight lifting, obviously, because their muscles are still developing, but start them early. Get them used to that environment. That's actually what happened with me. I was going to the gym before I even knew what a gym was, watching my uncles train. I was training, and then I did youth boxing just by being in that atmosphere. Now that can happen with these kids if they have that opportunity. You know, that opportunity is there for them. 12, 13, 14, 15. You already have the experience, the environment experience. You know what you're doing. Now, 16, 17, 18, you can start lifting for
Mm-hmm.
real. You can start training for real, and you're going to want to do it because that's what you know.
And that project can help so many youth and can take them away from so many bad things,
Yeah.
like that did it with you. And like that idea, I love it already, and I want to be part of it.
Okay.
But I know for sure that if you just have to start, because if you start, God's gonna bless it, and it's gonna work out because you doing with the purpose to help others and to help youth, and that's amazing. Like you're not thinking about yourself. Like I want to open a gym to make money, and that's gonna be like a plus, but you want to do something to help the community, to help the youth, and that's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And don't forget to incorporate Empower.
Yes. Yes.
I would definitely want to
We
be part of
will
that project because
be
it's
selling your apparel out of there, man.
that's
That's our
amazing.
partnership. You know,
That's amazing. And by the
definitely.
way, if you guys want to purchase some merch, like I got something that I did the other day, Empower hoodies, Empower shirts. The website just went up like yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
So I got a website. It's on my social media. I'm gonna write down on the video, but it's Facebook EM Power, the Instagram Empower Yourself 2023. So the link of the website is gonna be there. So just go check it out. Go check the store and show some love.
Yeah. Do you
Ricky,
mind if I
no, no,
Okay, so real quick, I just want to let you guys know if you do need any tips on physical fitness, you can reach me on my Instagram at Ricochet09. That's RICKASHAY. Again, any advice that I can possibly help you out with, feel free to reach out.
that's good, man. I'm gonna put your Instagram, your social media down below,
Appreciate that.
and man, go check it out. Go like your mindset is amazing because not only to overcome everything that you went through, but the things that you want to do with your life and wanted to help others, the community, the youth. That's amazing, man. And I respect you so much for that.
Thank you.
Ricky,
Appreciate
thank you so
that.
much, bro,
All right,
for
my
being
brother.
here. I wish you all the best in your future.
Thank you.
And I want to see you doing big things.
No, we're gonna work together on this.
Yeah,
So,
definitely,
all
definitely.
right.
I'm interested in that project now.
Okay.
We gotta
I
do it.
probably should have clarified that with you a long time ago,
Yeah,
but
man. I just
yeah.
just got introduced to it, but I love it.
All right. We'll do work, my guy.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe the video, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, your family, and this story can help so many people, and maybe it can help you. See you in the next episode.